Have you ever been on a Carnival cruise? Yes, I know that comes out of the blue. Stick with me. If you have, you probably already know what's coming. If you haven't, you're missing out on their chocolate melting cake. It's something that they used to have 1 or 2 nights per cruise. It was so good and so popular that they made it available every single night. I went, I had it, it was delicious. I had to see if I could have this magical power in my own kitchen. Let's try making some dessert tonight. I'm Butter. Let's cook something. Alright, ingredient board. This is the first time I've done this, so it could be a disaster or it could be awesome. Let's see. Ingredient board, tell me what we're gonna need.
8 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. 1 cup of butter.
1 cup of butter is approximately 2 sticks, so we're just gonna do that.
7 eggs.
That's 7 eggs divided, so we're not gonna put all of them in together. We're gonna use about half of them first and then use the rest later on.
6 tablespoons of sugar. Half a cup of flour. Powdered or confectionery sugar.
Okay, let's get started. First thing we're going to be doing is taking our butter, or in this case, margarine, melting that, as well as our chocolate. This is a 12-ounce bag, so I'm just going to estimate 2/3 for our 8 ounces that we need. And I'm probably going to make a mess doing it. Oh no, oh no. We're being smart about it this time. We're gonna mix this all up, get it all melted together, and then set it aside to cool. Who wants to see me fail at cracking an egg? Not bad. We can do better. 3rd time's the charm. Nope. I'd like the number 4. You have failed me! Okay, pick out the little shell. Okay, so before you get to actually whisking those, remember that you should still be stirring this. Once everything is melted, remove it from the heat. We'll need another minute or so, but we don't want to burn the chocolate to the pan. That would be ungood. Okay, so sugar. 6 tablespoons. And the rest goes into my mouth. You are tabley and spoony, and so we shall give you a shot. And whisk. Next, while continuing to whisk, add in a non-heaping half cup of your flour. Poof. This is done. Remove from heat. Let that cool for a bit. And let's start preheating the oven now to 375. Get that started while we continue to work with this over here. And once you've got this pretty well mixed together, we can go ahead and add our last 3 eggs. Steph, why don't you cut? I don't want to embarrass myself. Okay, next, combine. We just had a lengthy discussion about putting it into the bowl or putting it in the pan, but the pan has the little spouts. So combine your mixtures here, and make sure you're not dripping, and mix it all up. Ooh, that's starting to look good. It's no longer looking like chocolate and egg. It is looking like proper batter. This makes me happy. Tell it, brother. Alright, that's coming together really well. It's a little more liquidy than I would have expected. Either I did something wrong, which is possible but not likely, or chances are that that's how it's supposed to be because that's kind of the point. I realize I never explained what really the idea of chocolate melting cake is, and that it's the cake on top, it's cooked, solid, whatever. Underneath that, you still have really nice, warm, almost like fudge. It's the batter itself. It's kind of like if I were to lick this off, it would be so warm. We are about ready here. You're going to take this mixture and pour it into individual ramekins. No cutting board? No cutting board. Okay, cool. I get a bad feeling the wire rack isn't going to work as well as I hope, but we'll give it a shot. The wire rack is basically so that we can retrieve those easily and not just have to worry about picking the individual ones out. They're going to be in there for 15 to 20 minutes until the top is set, but the inside is not. This is where a toothpick is going to come in handy. Stick it in pretty much as soon as you see that, hey, yeah, it's not. It's been 30 seconds. Once the top is set, check it and make sure, hopefully, that you still got not quite set at the bottom. Those are a little shallower than I expected, so it may take a little bit less time. Clean up, wipe the side of the pan, clean up the mess that you made.
I made. You clean up the mess I made on the counter. Keep things. A clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. I think someone said that at some time. We're nearing 15 minutes. This already looks still gooey in the middle, so we're gonna take this out. Now, ideally, when it was served, it was flat. And as you can obviously see, this is not the case. Getting a fair amount of it kind of doming out like that. To a certain extent, as it cools for a minute or two, oh, I need stuff moved off the stove. Steph, I love you. Get in there. This one actually had less in it than the others. It was kind of left over, and that's probably what I should have done with the rest. This is kind of the model that I was looking for. Confectionery sugar, just take a spoonful of it, just sprinkle it on top.
Probably could have sifted this so it was a little finer, but whatever. There you go. Some sugar. Oh, sugar. Woohoo! For true authenticity, you're going to serve this with vanilla ice cream. I happen to have chocolate chip, but it's okay because it's Stewart's ice cream, so that makes it totally fine. It's also been in the freezer for a while. So pretend that's a nice pretty scoop of ice cream, and not with your bare hand, with the gloves that don't have fingers. Here we go. Now the idea is that I shouldn't do this while standing. Let's have a seat. So you can either do what I did on the cruise and put your ice cream right on top so that it melts a little bit, or just get a scoop of ice cream and a scoop of the cake. You got your hot and cold together. You take a bite. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so fat. This is perfect. Oh my god. I have learned the secret of the gods, and I will be unstoppable at this point. So that's been it for season 2 of Boater Cook Something. I hope that you've enjoyed the ride. I will be back with season 3, hopefully sooner than the gap between the first 2 seasons. I will probably have gained a lot of weight because now I know how to make chocolate melting cake. If you have any recipes that you want me to try out, at this point I'm starting to run out of my own, so I will be surviving on the recipes of my viewers. Please send them in, leave them in comments, leave them on my Facebook page, send them to me on Twitter. You can subscribe to me, make sure to, the links, subscribe, make sure that the, subscribe, make sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links are in that description below. So when Boater Cook Something comes back, I'll make sure to say so on Facebook and on Twitter. In the meantime, I will be putting out videos every week, hopefully every week. So if you're interested in Boater Cook Something and just for that, then I'll see you whenever I come out with the next season. Otherwise, if you're gonna stay for my blogs and my tutorial videos and whatever else I happen to put up, I will see you next week and for the weeks thereafter. Thank you for watching. Boater Cook Something makes dessert. I have run out of intelligent things to say. See you later.